Good evening, and welcome once again to the Midwest Miniature Guy Twitch stream. It's been a few days, folks. Hello, hello. Move the microphone closer so you can actually hear me. Yeah, we took the 12 days of Christmas off, and the 6th would have been the 12 days. But since I only stream on Wednesdays and Sundays, our game nights on Thursdays, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So, I am back tonight, and hey, guess what? I've got the Millineum Falcon assembled. We're going to start working on it tonight, as you can see right here. So, hey, I hope you all had a great Christmas break, and Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. Boy, our New Year, Kim and I, we stayed home, and we decided we were going to have a Lord of the Rings viewing. So we started off with The Fellowship on Friday, and we watched The Two Towers on Saturday, and then finished up with The Return of the King on Sunday. And yeah, so it's been a nice break from stream. I hope everybody's doing well. And we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, I'm going to move this camera so you can actually see the model. And you don't have to look at my big dumb face. Oh, there she is. There is the Falcon. And I can't wait to get started on this. I've got her all put together. She didn't require any gluing. This is all placed in and being held in by friction, and very well placed pieces that hold everything together, which is really nice. As you might be able to tell, I have not put the cockpit on, mainly because I want to show on the other camera here. Let's see if I can. Move it back. There we go. So you can see we've got Han and Chewie way back in there. In two other seats, we've got Finn and Rey. So yeah, this is actually this is the Millennium Falcon from the Rise of Skywalker. However, I do find it interesting that they gave us the round sensor dish instead of the square one. I'm okay with that. I like the round one better. Makes it look a little bit more symmetrical. I'm good. I did have to build inside the actual seating and stuff for the quad lasers on both the top and the bottom. In fact, I hope I can. Yep, I can take it off the flight base. There's the bottom with the other quad lasers here. If I can move that just. Oh, might be. There we go. Anyway, this is all plastic. It's very nice. It's got some great details to it. All of these little sections here, all the wiring and such, and tubing, that all had to be pressed in. So yeah, it was an interesting build. It took me a few days, but I can't wait to get started. I'm gonna probably paint it mostly on the flight base here, just to give me something to hold on to. So I'm not touching this per se. I've got it primed in gray, but we're actually going to be using some light browns as our base color, and then doing some washes. I've got a really cool photo that I'm going to be basing some of my painting on. Let me see if I can find it here so I can show you it. Here we go. So there's, I'll put it, oh, can't do that. Let's go with this. Real quick, fast. Oh. So that's the piece of artwork that I'm going to be kind of basing it on. So we'll have some grays, we'll have some browns, we'll do some dirty washes and stuff like that to make the Falcon look a little beaten up. So, but first we got to get base coats on and all that fun stuff. Oh, come on. Alright, so we're going to start off with some of the pieces that I actually want to paint in black. If I can get the black open here. There we go. I had to resort to using this Vallejo color because I need to go and buy some black paint, as most of my black paint has run out, and I'm hoping that places have it. That would be sad if I can't find any. Really gotta water this down. Glasses on here. Let's see what I'm doing. I'm doing some of these in black because I want them to look like the panels, of course, have popped open. The metal, the insides are showing. It's not painted. We're going to have some kind of dirty, mechanical pieces inside. Back in here. That's why I'm using a smaller brush here as well. Also the little grating, we want to get that taken care of. you the exhaust ports here. Now, I had a couple of options when I was building this. I could build it whether, either in fly mode on the flight base here, or I could put the landing gear on with the boarding ramp down. I didn't realize it, but there was also an option for it to be lit. I didn't buy the lights. But I want it to be flying anyway, so no big deal there. But I also wanted to have some of that exhaust look to it. So there's going to be some browns and blacks and stuff in through here, like it's been, the exhaust dirt has gotten onto the ship. Make sure that I got all of it painted here, all the insides. So this is a project that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. It's just been kind of wanting to make sure that I find the right model to do it, and this one just seemed to jump out at me. I was at a local hobby shop and saw it and went, ooh, I don't have to use glue? Yes, please, thank you. And it was relatively inexpensive, so my wife was like, get it. You know you want it, just get it. I said, yeah, I know I want it, but you know, blah, 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 that's good, you know. She goes, if you don't buy it, I'm going to. I'm like, okay. I'll get it. And so that night I was like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait until I come back from break. You know, and this will be the first thing that I paint on stream for everybody to watch. Hopefully. Flip it over here. Gamer Sledge! What's happening? Happy Sunday, Happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. The best painter you know, then you don't know enough painters. I appreciate it though, thank you so much for coming in. And even if you're lurking, I appreciate the lurk. We're just getting started on the Falcon here. We're only like 19 minutes in and I barely have some of the base coats done, but we are working on it. So I'm looking forward to working on this. It's like I said, it's been kind of a goal of mine to paint the Falcon. I've painted the well, what was it called? The fire spray from Star Wars X-Wing game. I painted a custom one for a friend and client of mine that had a Twi'lek painted on the side of it. So yeah, I mean I'm using a decent enough webcam for the top one here, the one that's moving, and then I've got a Canon EOS Rebel T5 for the close-up stuff, so I can kind of focus in on, that's kind of the main big camera there. So if I think that's kind of the sweet spot right there. So I did a lot of streaming on my Facebook page. I did a lot of Facebook Live videos, and I was using just my tablet for that. And so it was that one. That was always an adventure to do, because I had to get my tablet just right in order to show what I was painting, but also in the correct spot to see anybody's comments and respond to those, be able to read them. And I can do both at the same time. I have done that a couple times, and for some reason my Wi-Fi doesn't like me doing it. Retweet.io lets you send your feed to multiple places, brings the comments in from all platforms. Oh, that's interesting. I will have to look at that more. Because I know I've been able to, once I'm done here, I can upload this to YouTube. So there's that. So I'll probably have that up after I'm done here, once we finally ended. We should live stream to YouTube and no clicking anymore from Twitch. I'll definitely have to look into that. Oh yeah, no, I'm an older guy. I'm going on 47 this year, and I am all about simplicity. So if I can do things in like minimum, and I'm not a computer guy at all. Like I know how to turn them on and off, and I know how to hit the stream button. But I don't know a whole lot about anything else regarding computers. So you're older than me? Oh, okay. Well then, you're doing better than I am. But some of my friends are in IT, and they're talking like, oh, blah blah, blah this and blah blah, and they're my gamer buddies on Thursday nights. Um, us OGs on the internet, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. So they're all talking about different computer software and this and that, and a couple of the guys are in network security for their companies, and they start talking hacking stuff, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. My wife can kind of keep up because she's definitely more of the computer nerd than I am. I didn't grow up with a computer in the house until I was 21 or 22 is when I got my first home computer. And even then it was, dial-up. Yeah, I've heard about the Stream Decks. I'm going to have to look into that and find a good one. I've been looking at getting a bigger desk because I have realized that the desk that I'm using, the more stuff that I keep putting on it, the less space that I have for actually painting. So I need to get I need to move some stuff off to on my right hand side here. I've got a useless TV that has never been turned on in like, I don't know, 10 years. My little mini fridge, which I can slide underneath a larger desk, and then anybody want a weight lifting set? I've got it. I've used it. I use it every once in a while, but I have not used it in a very long time, and I just need to get rid of it. Thought I had it sold, and then the guy backed out, so I need to get rid of that thing. But yeah, so I'm looking at kind of getting an L-shaped desk to fit in this corner here, so I can kind of be facing into the corner that way, and have my computer and stuff set up around me with my painting stuff, and then I can have like the Stream Deck and all that fun stuff. Gamer says, I built the studio around our gaming table, 8 stations. I gave myself room, but even some always cramped, so I get it. The small Stream Deck is $150. Okay. Just check the Amazons. Nice. I just used my Amazon card that I had for $50 on a new NPCs for my D&D game and some dice. Citadel paints, I like a lot of the colors. Most of the paints that I use are the Reaper paints. I'm kind of a Reaper fanboy to that extent, but I like a lot of the Citadel paint colors, especially their browns. I think I have some. Oh, I have theirs. I've got browns, I've got reds, I've got some of the kind of stone gray, white colors, tan. I also really like their technical paints. The Riser Rust is great for rusting effects, and I really like their technical like their basing paints. So like Armageddon Dust, I've got Sterling Mud. I've got Astro Granite, and my favorite for snowy bases is the Valhalla Blizzard. Really like this stuff. There we go. And of course their washes, Agrax Earthshade, Reeklin Flesh Shade, Nuln Oil, all good stuff. Oh, those are the contrast paints. I've got a few of those. I find that I like them better when I prime my stuff in white than in gray, because the white will take those contrast colors much better than the gray paint will. Yeah, Citadel Primer is not my favorite. I should go with. I actually use the Badger Airbrush Stynylrez primers. That's actually the primer that I used on the Falcon here, is the gray primer. And I find these work a whole lot better than the others. I don't airbrush. Everything that I have, I have an airbrush, I just don't use it very often. And when I do, it's basically for priming or base coating. I've never actually painted a full figure using an airbrush. But I do like the Stynylrez airbrush primer. I just brush it on. Being in Minnesota, and either it's going to be 95 degrees out with 100% humidity in the summer, or it's like this week or even last week, It's minus 5 degrees out with a minus 45-degree wind chill. And you really don't want to be outside trying to spray prime a figure. Because number one, your paint's just going to freeze before it even hits what you're working on. Or, if it's stupid hot and humid out, it's going to make everything look hazy. Who the hell is calling us at 8:30 at night? Oh, I bet you it's my wife's mom. It's my mother-in-law. It's one of those things, when you start getting older, too, you're like, who's calling us? I hope nobody's dead. Right? You moved to Vegas to nullify that half of the equation? Nice. That's one way to do it, for sure. I hear it's a dry heat. I grew up in Washington State, both eastern and western Washington, and western Washington or eastern Washington is all arid farmland, high plains, desert kind of a stuff. So it's 100 degrees, 110 in the shade or something like that, but it's a dry heat. And yeah, there's no humidity. Exactly. But then I lived in western Washington for a while, and over there, it rains twice a day. Sometimes 3, depending on, from now, I would say from late September, early October to now, or I guess I should say June, it's just going to be rainy and gross. However, because Mother Nature is a fickle entity, they've been getting more snow than Minnesota has. I don't know. Explain that. It's global warming. Sure it is. Sure it is, Bob. It's global warming, man. Okay, well, there's all of our black pieces painted. And now, said I was going to use the flight stand here. I'm holding the stupid thing. There we go. I don't do a sketch. I know some people that do. I kind of have an idea of where I want stuff. Oh, did I forget? I totally forgot that side. I forgot this one right here. I always forget one. I just kind of eyeball it. I know what colors I want to use. So I just kind of eyeball it. There were times like, if I get a commission and the person says, I want these colors and this is where I want them, I'll write it down so that, number one, I don't forget. And I also want to make sure that my client is getting what they're asking for. But if I'm just painting my own, then I kind of just eyeball what I'm doing and have fun with it, especially if they're fantasy figures. I had somebody berate me on on colors that I used for I think it was like a peasant or something like that. And they're like, peasants never dressed very colorful. They were always in, like whites and grays and browns and stuff. And I said, if you look at a lot of peasant dress from the 14 and 1500s, the Renaissance era, especially Viking dress, if you wanted to go back that far, from like the 9th and 10th century, they were wearing reds and blues and yellows, and greens, golds, and that was everybody. Didn't matter if you were a noble or a peasant. There were colors all over the place. I think that's only if you're actually in employ of said lord or noble in the land. You would wear some kind of livery. But if you were just if you were a serf or a peasant, if you were a peasant, you'd pretty much wear whatever you want. Because you were kind of out working the land on your own land. You would probably be giving most of your food would go to your family first, and then off to market, or off to the lord's keep. If you were a serf, though, you were lower than the peasantry. You were lower than just a regular common folk. You were actually working the lord's land for the lord, and you got whatever he gave you. Now, if you were working directly in the lord's keep or castle, especially if you were going out or representing them in any way, you would probably wear some kind of tunic with their colors on it, and possibly a sigil on it as well. There we go. I'm just looking for other little areas too that I could do, like in metallics or something like that, just to break up the white or the pale off-white that we're going to have here. Once my friend Eric sees this, he's probably going to flip out on me. What do you mean you painted black? Blah, 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 and metallics. And dude, calm down, man. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like the tans and stuff on the tops and bottom, and then I might do like a dark gray on the sides and have those be a little bit more of an gray white, while the tops and bottom is more than the brown off-white color. But we'll see. We'll see what I want to get into here. All right. So my first base coat for the panels, so I want to get this started. It'll probably be about 2 hours. I started at 8. I'll probably be done by 10. And I don't know how much we'll get done. So we'll see. Probably, I definitely won't finish it. But about 2 hours. So there's our first panel. That's kind of what the base coat's going to look like here. little bit bigger brush. This guy's kind of small. Let's go with this one. Yeah, there we go. I'm sure I'm going to get some kind of comments, especially when I post it on YouTube. Why are you painting it brown? No, because the Falcon isn't pure white. That's why. I don't know if there's going to be too much blending on this. There's going to be a lot of hard surfaces. But we'll see. I don't know. I know I'm going to be using quite a few washes and stuff to dirty it up a bit. Excuse me. The other screwy thing is there's a, with the engines, there's actually a blue piece that's back inside, but it's so covered up you can't see it unless you actually lit it. Well, since I didn't buy the lights, now I've got to paint in the engine color, that nice blue, glowy engine color. So that'll be fun. I like painting engine glow. I've done it a couple times on some ships that I was working on. Alright, what do you think so far, chat? You think we're doing okay here, or are we screwing it up? Like I said, this is just the base coat, so I'm not needing to be super careful here. I'm gonna need some more paint though, right now. been, over the course of my 12 days, and even beforehand, I had gone out and I had purchased Red Dead Redemption Part 2, and I have been playing the heck out of that. I finished the main storyline, I finished the epilogue, and now I am in total exploration mode. And I can't wait to go back and play some more. In fact, after stream tonight I might head out, depending on who's on. If Johnny Blams is on, I will go watch, because I want to see what Johnny's up to with Joe DeQuinn. He is a good guy doing bad things for the good reasons. Yeah, that looks cool. Actually, that's going to look really neat. Once I start getting some highlights and stuff on there, that should look pretty darn spiffy, as my lovely bride would say. Looks so spiffy. It's El Specialino. Especially once I get some washes in on this thing, it's gonna look nice and beat up and very cool looking, hopefully. And I'll probably put some work in progress photos up on the Facebook page and Twitter, so people can see what I'm working on, and hopefully more people will join the stream to watch me paint this thing. Oh, boy. And that horrible thought of, hey, it's Sunday, you get to go to work tomorrow. Ugh. I don't want to talk to people on the phone and try and schedule service appointments. But I gotta take care of our disabled clients, man. They're in wheelchairs, and they have lifts, and they have other stuff that needs to get fixed, and those folks need it. Can't leave them out. Most everybody's pretty nice. I've been dealing with some major rough customers lately, and I'm not super thrilled with having to try and talk to them again. But what are you gonna do? I like using this angled brush. I can actually get into certain little spots a little bit easier, rather than using a round or just a flat brush. Oh, Twitch decided to freak out there for a second. How's it going, Twitch? Okay, so we're about 3/4 of the way to maybe halfway done on the top of the ship. Try just a little bit. Be able to do it. Gamer Mom Luna. Hello, hello. Rating with a party at 21. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. That is the most anybody has ever rated me with. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. My name is Tom. I am the Midwest Miniature Guy. I paint minis for gamers and collectors. I've been doing it for, oh my god, Zeal Zaddy, hey. Gosh, I've been doing it for, I don't know, like 12 or 13 years now or something like that. I've been painting for 20, but I've been doing commission work for about 12 years now. I have done work for Luke Gygax and Gary Cohn and some other folk from old school TSR. I was the studio painter for the unfortunately now defunct Center Stage Miniatures, and I've also done work for Zach Glazar and his Kickstarter that he did a few years ago for Whisper and Venom. This could, yeah, exactly. This should be called a maxi. This is the, of course, this is the Millineum Falcon. This is the one from The Rise of Skywalker. And crazily enough, unfortunately, they gave me the kit came with the circular radar dish instead of the square one, which I'm actually kind of thankful for. I like the circular one better. And I kind of did a little bit of pre-painting. I don't know if you guys can see, but in there is Han and Chewbacca, and in the far back, I believe back in here, there is Rey and Finn. So this is more along the lines of Force Awakens rather than that. But hello, thanks for everybody for coming in. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for spending your time. Number one for Gamer Mom Luna for coming over from her Tales from the Tavern. I hope everybody had a great stream. Mom, great Luna, did you have a good stream? I hope you did. What are you guys talking about tonight? I mean, I know you guys talk about just about everything, but what was the stream about tonight? What were some of the questions? I'm pretty much just getting a base coat on this here, so it's nothing super special or detailed. Well, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday evening. I was just talking about gearing up for the work week. So, let's not have to deal with that for another few hours, though. So if anybody is curious, yes, I am painting it in a brown first. Because we're going to kind of dirty it up a little bit. What? The Falcon dirty? Yeah, Falcon's dirty. I've got a really cool piece of artwork that I found that I'm going to be taking some inspiration from. And it's a very, very beaten up Falcon with some great dirtying up, I guess I'd call it. So we're going to be using some washes and all sorts of fun stuff, and that will probably start taking place on the next stream. Oh, sure, yeah, systems played and systems wanted to be played. Yeah, I got a ton of those. I would very much be interested in playing a Shadowlands, or what's it called, the Deadlands RPG. I think that would be a ton of fun, as I am a sucker for westerns. And my character in my 3.5 game, my DM has allowed me to play a Tabaxi ranger who's basically a gunslinger. So having fun with Walker. He's a fun character. Gamer Mom Luna does rock. She does. She has had me on Tales from the Tavern about 4 times now, I think. 3 or 4 times. So I'm ever grateful for her having me on, taking the chance on me. I really should have done the base coat first, because now I'm going to have to go in and redo the black. Oh well. I don't know, what do you think? You liking this this brown that I'm using? It's leather brown from Reaper. I'm using this as our base coat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in with the black and redo that. Stupid me. That's alright. I could have used a smaller brush though too and gone around those areas, but that's fine. This is just our base coat. So yeah, if you have any questions about painting or gaming or whatever, throw them up in the chat. I will answer them to the best of my ability. I really enjoy teaching people how to paint and showing off different techniques and such. So if you've got a question, let me know. Okay, well, I'm going to have to come back and do some touch-ups here. There's one thing that I really want. I want to make sure that there's no gray showing. I don't want any of the primer showing underneath. So I'm going to let some of this dry. And thankfully I'm using acrylic, so it dries pretty quickly. But it still does need to dry. Okay, I'm going to move this real quick. There we go. Well, there's the top part for now. Like I said, I gotta go back and do some touch-ups here. You can still see some gray spots here. Let's go ahead and do that in a spot that I can touch so I can flip it over. That right there. Now we get to the bottom. We're an hour in. We've got like part of the base. We got like the top of the base for the base coat done, and even that needs a little tweaking and such. So now I need to grab there and there and try not to rub off any paint. If you like what you're watching, please give me a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitch. Oh, obviously this is Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook. Basically just, if you want to Google Midwest Miniature Guy, I'm the only one. That's it, me. I thought for sure there would be more Midwest miniature painting people, but there are not. I mean, there are. There's a ton of Midwest people that paint, but I am the only Midwest Miniature Guy. So if you want to Google that, you can find me everywhere on the social medias. Twitch and Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and yes, even Discord. Yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled you guys rated 21 people. That's amazing. Thank you. I think the most that anybody has ever rated me for was like 15. So I really greatly appreciate all of you that came over from uh, Luna's page, Luna's stream. Y'all rock. She might not look like much right now, but once we get her done, she's going to look really good. Yeah, this is a whole lot easier using a bigger brush. Except I need to find a spot to grab it. There we go. Yeah, I would say that Gamer Mom Luna, Star Shinobi, and Shannon uh, are probably three of my quote unquote best friends on Twitter. That and Josh Simmons. Is it Simmons or Simons? I think it's Simons. I need to talk to him more. But I'm hoping, and I need to talk to Luna more about this as well. But I'm hoping, because I've got some folks that are interested now in doing a one-shot on Luna's stream, 5th edition one-shot for a murder mystery in Baldur's Gate. So if anybody's at all interested in wanting to watch that, let us know, because I think the more people that are interested, the more I can get folks, interested in wanting to play, and Luna more interested in having it on her show, on her stream, on her channel. Because she's got she's got a better setup than I do when it comes to stuff like that. So I need to talk to you more about that and how we want to go about it. Probably won't be until spring. And I guess I don't know what kind of charity we might be able to do, but I kind of want to do this as like a fun thing. Yep, I will be DMing you soon. I've got some people that are interested. So, murder mystery in Baldur's Gate is what I'm shooting for. And I've kind of run part of it for a noob player and my wife, and they really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping other people would as well. So yeah, I'm probably thinking like probably May. Yeah, Luna, just let me know what your schedule is too. I'll DM you some of the names that some of the folks that I've been talking to, and we will get it worked out. 'Cause I'd love to do something like that. Cool, sounds like a plan. Gonna head to bed early morning tomorrow. Can't wait to see how you make out with the Falcon. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a few streams. I definitely won't be done with it tonight. About 45 minutes left here, and then I'm gonna head out myself. But I will be posting work in progress photos up on Twitter and my Facebook and Instagram and Discord. So if you're interested in following along, also this stream will be up on YouTube. When I'm done here, I will be posting it there as well. So if you're wanting to watch it from the beginning, you can go there as well. Again, just search for Midwest Miniature Guy. And you can watch it. Sleep well, my friend, when you get there. And have a great Monday. I'm sure I'll catch you on the Twitters. Oh, and also thank you again for the raid. That made my night. Really did. Just having kind of a rough weekend, so a raid like that is just fantastic. Oh, you know what? I just had a thought. If I can get this done by Con of the North in February, I will enter it into the painting competition. Yes, it will. Yeah, now we're getting a nice solid base coat. Okay. I'm just trying to look for another color here that I want to use. Angela Apache 1222, Bat Dog, Big Bees, Clockwork Alchemist Mew, hello, thanks for joining us again. Commander Root, Kexipsis, Odo Sean, hey, Odo Sean, hey. Oh my why, Poly People, The Dimpire, Zilzaddy, Iberian, Gamer, Luna, Gamers Ledge. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. You folks have really made my night, and I really appreciate it. Thank you all. Like I said, if you like what you're watching, give me a follow. You can always subscribe too. I'm just a middling affiliate, not a partner or anything. This is actually my year stream. I've been on Twitch now for a year. It would have been last weekend, but I didn't stream because I was still on my break. But yep, been on Twitch now for a year. Can't believe it's been that long. So I'm using a little bit of Dusky Skin as our paint for the inside here. I guess I should say the outer edge of our Falcon. I just want to break up the monotony of brown-white is all. So we're going to do like gray with a brown-white. And we're just going to dirty it up anyway, so there's that. Yeah, just trying to get a hold on it too here. Let's see here, gonna go like that. So I'm basically kind of trying to get back in here. Oh, hey, my laundry's done. That's pretty good timing, actually. Because then I can take a quick second to go get that taken care of. Actually, you know what? Those are shirts and stuff. I'm going to let the buzzer go one more time. and some pants. Pants always take forever to dry. There we go. So for those of you watching, I'm going to move this out to the side here real quick. I have a couple of options for the canopy. Now I can either go with the clear version, which would look like that. I kind of like that actually. So that's the clear version, or no, I can't get it off right. Oh, there we go. Or I can do the kind of the open canopy, needs to be painted version, which is that. I'm kind of opting for like the glass kind of clear version myself. See, what I was hoping is I was going to be able to put this inside that, but no. I don't know. I'm kind of really. What do you folks think? The clear? Kind of going with the clear. I think it looks cool. Kind of. I mean, it goes with like the clear, glass, quote unquote glass for the gunner turrets here. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to use some aged pewter on our metallic parts here. Small brush. Small brush. There we go. I can't see it. There we go. There's a little vent right there that we did. I don't know what's going to be texting me soon. Get your laundry. I'm streaming. that's okay. We're gonna use a wash anyway to dirty these up a little bit. Pretty much just kind of doing a dry brush here. Pick out some of the raised areas. And we'll start doing washes and whatnot to give it some more depth. Like so. Oh, there we go. Alright, now we gotta flip it over. I find the Millineum Falcon to be like working on a Ford truck. It's constantly in need of repair. I wonder if that's how Han and Chewie felt about it too. Okay, I really gotta go get my laundry. Give me 1 second here, folks. I'm gonna finish this up real quick and then I will be right back. Because I got laundry I gotta take care of. And my wife is gonna scream. Get your laundry. I can hear her now. Hold on. Hold on, honey. I'm getting it. Really. Okay. I'm going to take a 5-minute quick break to go change my laundry order, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got that taken care of. Okay, time to work on some washes here. And then that'll probably be it for the night, because then I gotta let everything dry. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Nuln oil, and I'm gonna grab a little bit bigger brush than that. I think I want, yeah, let's grab this one. It's a nice big brush. And we're just gonna go in here with this wash, kind of darken that up just a little bit, dull down some of the pewter. We'll be using some brown and such here pretty soon too, so. Go back in here, some of the controls. So I probably can't tell too much, but there are some black, oh, I'm getting there, black washes. There we go. Side here. Did I get that one? Does it look like I got that one? There we go. Sure, I'll be doing something like that with these. Get some kind of color on those. Let's see. Oh, I completely forgot the other side here. Alright, and this is Agrax Earthshade. It's kind of a red-brown. I'm going to use this to start the shading on the leather brown pieces here. And I definitely need a bigger brush than that. It's tiny. That one's even tinier. Where did all my big brushes go? Jeepers. Okay, well, I guess we use this one. We'll just start here. So like I said, now you can kind of see what that looks like. Once we get that wash on there, it's going to start bringing out a lot of the details. Then once we start doing highlights and stuff, that's going to make that pop even more. And I'm going to do this pretty much over the, well, not pretty much, I'm going to do this all over the entire ship. Top and the bottom. I probably will not do the bottom of this tonight, because either that or I won't have a place to hold it. So I'll just do the top tonight. I'll do the bottom off screen, and then we can start on, because nobody wants to watch me just do a wash on, whatever. So yeah, I'll do the bottom off screen once this dries, and then we can start on our first highlight. If I can get some wash here, come on. But so far, looking pretty good. You can tell the difference between our base coat and then where we've done the wash. like I said, I like washes. Lets you get in a tone, tone it down a little bit. A glaze basically will allow you to put in a different color over the color that you already have. So it's not a wash. Washes are kind of along the same lines as your base coat. You're just kind of toning it down a little bit, darkening it up, getting into the nooks and crannies. While a glaze is you're actually going to be glazing. Say if I was going to do like in some of the metals, maybe I want it to look a little bit more oily, so I'm going to put a purple in there. Excuse me. Maybe some purple and blues, give it that kind of oily look. But with this, I just wanted some brown, a darker brown, to go in and tone down that leather brown that we had. On here. I don't necessarily want it to pool. I want it to pull in the cracks and crevices, not just not flat, super flat surfaces. Darken that up a little bit. All right. Well, here we go. We've gotten our washes on. We got our base coats on. We've gotten our washes on. We've done some quick dry brushing of silvers over the areas that we want to look a little bit more metal. And we are looking pretty darn good as we start on the Millineum Falcon. So there you go, folks. Here's the Falcon so far. I'm going to put it back on its flight stand here. I'll take a couple of work in progress pictures and post them up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Discord. So thank you all for joining tonight. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for Gamer Mom Luna for the raid. I really appreciate that. That was tremendous and really made my night. I want to do some thank yous here. Go ahead and move my camera. There we go. So yeah, thank you all for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Egalet, Big B's, Clockwork Alchemist Mew, Commander Root, Gamers at Ledge. I always pronounce this wrong, and I'm probably bad at it. Caxips06 or Kazips. Odo Sean, thank you, Sean, for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Oh My Why, Poly People, The Dim Pyre, and Ziberian 9. Thank you all for watching tonight. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to raid over to Johnny Blams, who is currently playing Red Dead Redemption on the Wild RP server. give him some love, give him a follow if you like Video Game RP, and I will see you on Wednesday at 8 o'clock for some more painting on the Falcon. And as always, folks, happy painting. And if I can get this working. Raid hat Johnny Blams. Alright, folks, have a great night. We'll see you on Wednesday.